everybody, this is Kay, and I'm here today with my Boxycharm by Ipsy. This is the second one. I get two under two separate accounts because on the months that they have the icon box, I like to be getting both the Boxycharm by Ipsy and the icon box. So let's see what's in here. Okay. So it came with some little flyer. Sort of doesn't tell you much. It's sort of like a marketing flyer, and it's got some of the products in here and the prices on the products. So that's good because sometimes we don't get that. So anyway, and I already have done the other videos. So, and this was the little paper that came in with it. Not much, but everything came like it was supposed to, and I don't have anything that's crushed. And you know, I do get fair number of add-ons, so I think that actually sort of helps to keep things from swishing around in the box. So I sometimes get broken things, but not really a lot. Okay, so this box cost me, because I did get the boost, and that was $15 extra, so $29 for the box, $15 for the boost, and $2 for shipping and handling. So I paid I paid $46. So let's see what I got for $46, okay? So the first thing that they chose for me, and this is the Laura Geller palette, and this is called Laura's Essential Soft Satins with 6 matte eyeshadows and 2 highlighters. Okay, so luckily, it's all in good shape. It does have a little mirror that comes with it. And then, okay, it's got these little, it's sort of got it really tight on here. Let's see here. We can get this to come off. Okay, here it is. So this is what they look like. Okay. So these are neutral shades. You know, I like neutral shades okay. I do like Laura Geller products. I've had some of the lipsticks in the past, and I've also had the blush. They have the baked blush, which I really like, they also have a baked powder, which is like a foundation. So I'm gonna swatch. These are sort of dark though, you know, so they're actually darker than what they show up here on the camera. So I'm gonna look at a couple of these. I'm actually gonna look at 4 of these going across the top, and then the next lightest one, which is this little one here. This is actually this one here. Okay. So that one looks a little bit red. So let's see what these look like. Okay, there's the 4 of them right there. So the one of them is right here, and you really can't see it at all. Then this is the next one, the next one, and the next one. So they're sort of a little more orange than I thought they were gonna be. I'm also gonna take a look at these 2. This is they're 2 highlighters is what it's called. These are also a little bit darker than what I thought they were going to be. Okay, this is those here. So one of them is sort of gold, and one of them is sort of a lighter color. So, you know, I think I can get some use out of this. These are these are fall colors. So we'll have to see what I can do with these. I'll probably stick with actually these 2 and use them as eyeshadow, and maybe this one and this one and maybe that one. I really don't use these darker shades. Just don't do it. Okay, well that's a $20 item. It's okay. I'm not overly excited, but that's what it is. So the next item is by Origins, Dr. Wheel Origins, and I have to say I was pretty excited about this because I do like to get skincare, not too much of it, but I do use skincare 2 times a day. So let's see what this is supposed to provide relief and resilience. It is a smoothing treatment lotion that I believe is a toner. So you shake, pour, pat, and it makes you feel hydrated and refreshed. And it's a deeply penetrating formula that rapidly restores skin's resilience, powered by our signature complex, including, and I'm not even going to attempt it, some kind of a mushroom and licorice. It's, okay, it's supposed to renew the look of skin while visibly refining skin's surface. It's alcohol-free and skin pH friendly for all types, including sensitive skin. Okay, what I like about this is I saw that it provided some relief. Sometimes I get angry skin. So let's see. Okay, it doesn't have a seal on it. It actually does have a flip cap like this. Okay, so let's see what it smells like. Okay, it has almost no smell to it. It's a very liquidy, so I would need to, I'm gonna put some on my arm here. Actually, I'm gonna use some of it to get rid of the eyeshadow here. It's just a clean smell. I mean, it's hard to explain other than that. So I do like the fact that it's soothing. Okay, it's not feeling sticky or anything. Okay, this, I'm happy to have it. This is a $42 value, and I didn't know about this, so that's one of the things that's great about these boxes is I didn't even know about some of these products because I haven't used much Origins for years. Okay, so that was the two that Ipsy chose for me. So then I get to choose three. And so in my first category, I could have chosen the Phase Zero Quad, and that was just more neutral or dark neutral color eyeshadow, and we need that. The Mo Beauty Eyebrow Pencil, I didn't need that. Defiance Beauty Lip, is a liquid lipstick, I didn't need that. The Cocoa Kind Polypeptide Cream, I thought about that. The Luna Magic Foundation, I got that in the other box. So the item I chose was the iconic cheek slash lip palette, and here it is. You know, I think I've gotten this once before, but I couldn't find it in my blush stuff. So this is like, it's cream is what it is. And I probably would use it as much for, well, it doesn't want to come off either. Okay. I probably would use it as much more for the cheeks than I would for the lips. It does have a mirror. The mirror's already, it's got a plastic covering on it. These are colors that I would use. Maybe not this one here. That's a little bit too dark. I know this one's showing up orange, but it's really not. It's sort of hard to tell, but they do seem like nice colors. So before I actually put my fingers in this one, I'm gonna see if I can't look around and find my other one a little bit more. So the reason I chose this is there was really nothing else in that category that I wanted. So that's why I chose this. Okay, so the second category, I could have chose the KAB liner. That's a duo black liner, and I didn't really need another liner. The Jasmine Beauty brushes, and I didn't really need any brushes. The Skin Ink ABC serum, which I already had. The Aceology Green Tea Mask, I didn't need that, but actually I have some point items here. We'll take a look at that in a second. It's a mask, but it's not the green tea one. And the Dermal Actives Skin Body Cream, which I got in the other box. And then the other item I could have chosen was the by Lady Gaga, and it is this. It's called, and it's got a little bit of smudge on there. Haus Labs by Lady Gaga, and this is the color Peach Matte. Okay, so in the other box I did get the one that's like called Currant, C-U-R-R-A-N-T, and I did like it. So I thought, well, I got this one and I got some other add-ons. So let's take a look at what that color, this is what it looks like, okay? It's gonna roll up is what it's gonna do. And it is a lip crayon is what it is. So this is the color of it on. So it's quite a neutral color. Sometimes I wear that. So anyway, I thought it would be nice for the fall. So I chose that, and I think these tend to stay on pretty well. So that is a $22 item here. So I'm happy to have that. Okay, so the third choice items were the Lunar Beauty Lip Duo. It was a lip pencil. I thought about that. Then the other things were Basic Skin Sponge Set Aceology Lip Scrub, and I thought about that quite a bit. The Kate Somerville Eradicate Treatment, I have it. That's an absolutely wonderful treatment for when you have a blemish. The Too Faced Too Femme Heart Core Lipstick, I have it. I like it. I just didn't need another one. So the item I chose was the Danessa Myricks Jade Liner. Now I do have this on today in my waterline. You can't really see it. You know, it's sort of supposed to be color shifting. Here it is, it's jade. I got the lilac in the other box as an add-on, so, but this was a choice item for me. So I wanted to try both colors, and I have to tell you, of the two, I think I like the jade one better. Okay, so there's what it looks like. It's trying to show you that it's sort of metallic. And it's sort of a metallic. You can see it's sort of holographic look. So I'm gonna put a little bit on here. You have to be really careful because this will tend to break. Okay, there it is. It shows up a little green. When I'm looking at it over here, it's actually blue. So it's sort of a shape shifting kind of thing. You really can't tell the blue, but it does do that. So that's okay. And so I just, you know, put a little bit of it on the waterline, and it's just a little pop of green, which actually helps when you have dark brown eyes. So I'm happy to have that, $22. Okay, so then I paid for the boost item, and I actually got the same boost item that I got in the other box because it was the best choice that I saw. It's the Juice Beauty. I'm not gonna, I'll open it, but I'm not gonna make the fluid come out of this one because I already have started using the other one, and I do like it. It's what it is the kind that you just push and it comes out of here from the top when you push down. And I like that because you're not having to put your hands all in there. You're not opening up completely. I think it's going to make it last longer, even though it says it has a shelf life here. I can't really read it. I think it's 12 months when you open it. They make this stuff so small. So anyway, it has a nice, I think, a nice citrus smell to it. Sometimes people don't like the smells on this, or just to have smells on their cream. I really like the citrus smell. So anytime Ole Henriksen has a lot of things that do have that orangey smell, I'm always very happy to have that little bit of an orange smell. So this is good for me, and it actually absorbs really well, and I like that in a moisturizer. I don't like one that just sits on my skin because I have combo skin. So I was happy to have that. That's a $70 value. Okay, so I did get some add-ons, and of course it always works this way, that you know, what they choose for me and what I sort of am excited about by seeing the spoilers. A lot of times I don't get those things, or a choice of them even. So luckily we are able to get add-ons. Okay, so I got this Kate Berkey Retin C Complex treatment. Looked pretty interesting to me. This is a $90 value. This add-on cost $18. Okay, so let's see. It's a pretty green bottle here. I do have some of these other products. I like them, you know, pretty good. So this is a serum. Come on. Okay. It's just sort of a milky kind of almost clear. It's okay. It has some type of a chemical smell that's trying to be a floral smell. So I do use a serum 2 times a day. So I'm really interested to give this a try. And so this is supposed to be the combination of retin and vitamin C. So, well, this is way too small. I'm not even gonna try to read anything on here because look at that. How can you read this? Nobody can read this. So anyway, happy to have it. I don't think I would ever pay that much, but we'll see how it works. If it works really well, we'll just have to see. So very happy to get to try that. So the next item, and I'm not going to open this. I do have this on today. I already have this. This is Commodity Gold, and it's in the Expressive, which is the higher level of how much scent there is with it. This is a very nice cologne. I think it's just going to be called a cologne. I don't think it's a perfume. So I just tell you, it's very nice. I like it. And this is a $70 value. It has the amber, sandalwood, and sweet vanilla scent. And it's just a very pleasant scent. And so I was really happy to get another one because I do use it quite often. The one that I got with FabFitFun. So I'm happy to have this. And it was an $18 add-on. Okay, so the next item, and I'm so glad that this actually came without leaking because it had leaked for other people I saw in reviews. I really like Fresh products. Fresh has a really good, in particular, I really like the facial wash that they have, and it's quite expensive. So when I saw this product in it, it was roses. It's called Fresh Rose Morning, and it's a perfume. This is a $54 value, and it's a beautiful box. I really like that. Now, some people like roses. I like roses. You can see I like to have roses often. I like rose scents with whatever there is. Some people don't. So I bet this is going to smell like roses, and that's fine with me. It comes in a bottle. It looks like this. It's sort of a old style kind of bottle, but it has a little cap and then a spray. So I'm going to put, since I have most of the commodity gold over here from before, I'm going to put it on the other arm so I can smell it. It's a very fine mist, and it's definitely roses, and I like it. So I'm very pleased with that. That was also an $18 add-on. Okay, so the palette I liked more for Laura Geller was this one. And what this is called, this is the Delectables. It is a 14 multi-finished baked eyeshadow champagne sheers is what it says. Okay. So this is a $25 palette. So, you know, these are actually fairly well, the prices are you know, fairly low for an eyeshadow, you know, I would think, a brand name like this. But anyway, I'm happy to have it. You see they're rounded. Luckily, none of mine came broken. It has a nice little mirror. Of course, I'm going to have to just basically end up trying out all of these to see what ends up happening. It is one that is, this is a neutral palette. At least it's looking like that with what I'm seeing here. There are some shimmers in here. I mean, I'm sure there seems to be some that are a little bit more rose colored, and I like that. Okay, so here's some of them here, and you know, they are a little dark. So, you know, I'd say pretty neutral. So anyway, I'm happy to give it a try. So that is that one. Okay. So then, I didn't see a lot of people got this. It's the Tula Rose Glow Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. You know, I think I actually may have this, but they've changed the packaging. And I think it used to just be pink, or they had some kind of a person's name they put on it, but that's really a cool thing there. And I did like what I had before. It's just a balm. This comes off the top here, and it's just like a stick that it really does what it says. And Tula is a very nice brand. It's a cooling and brightening eye balm, and I feel that it does that. And so I'm happy to have that. I just thought that container was really neat. Okay, so this is a $32 value, and this was a $12 add-on. Okay, so then I got, by the way, these palettes all came in this stuff, so they're really trying hard not for these things to not break. Okay, so the next items I got, I had mentioned I got the Haus. I got two of these. These were $12 each. These are normally $22. This is the Lady Gaga Haus Labs line, and these are other lip crayons in other colors. One of them is in cream matte, and the other one is, or actually, cerise matte, which is more of the red color, and berry matte, which is the berry color. So let's see what these two look like. So again, they look like pens, okay. I'm gonna do them over here. Okay, this one here is the cerise matte, and this is the berry one here. So those are both colors that, you know, I think I'm gonna like. Over here is the one we had before. This is the peach one, and if you rubbed it hard enough, it would move, but it's staying on pretty well. So that's what I noticed when I used the one that was current, like CURRANT the other day. So I'm happy to have this. This is one of the things I was also pretty excited about in this box. So I didn't get the choice of these shades. That's why these had to be add-ons. So there was one other shade I didn't get. It looked fuchsia, and this was like pink enough for me. Okay, so the other item I got before this two littler items that, you know, little $3.50 item I got this was by Laneige, and this is a Besties Essential Set, and this is a $35 value. And I wanted to try these this brand a little bit more, and this looked like a good way to do it. And so it comes with 4 products in here. There's a sleeping mask there, and then here is a Waterbank Blue Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer. I think I got the toner in this particular line about a month or 2 ago, and I do like that. And then this is a lip sleeping mask. I think this one here is not for your lips. I think this one is for your face. Okay, but there's an eye, and that's sort of small, but I'm really excited to give that a try. Doesn't really have a smell to it. I'm not going to open the others right now. Oh, there's more things in here. There's actually 5 things in here. Then the next item is the Laneige Waterbank Cleansing Foam. Okay, so this lets me try out that particular line from them, the Waterbank line. And let's see what this one is. This is the Waterbank Serum. Okay, so this will mean I'll have the cleanser, the serum, the toner, and the moisturizer in this light blue, which is the Waterbank. So that's why this was interesting to me. I'm gonna try to use the whole kit for like a week and see how that goes. So that was exciting for me. Okay, so the last item before I talk about, I got a point item here, is the Amazonian Clay. This is in light neutral 20N. This is by Tarte. I do have this on. You know, I'm wondering if it's a little bit light for me. I don't know, but I have got, that's the shade that they have that would be best for me. The other item is by Halo, and this is their light, and this is a tinted moisturizer. And I think I have this also in the larger size, but, and it looks like this, okay. And I'm gonna put a little bit of it over here. It's right here, okay. So, but when it dries down, these tinted moisturizers, they tend to be an easier way to match colors. Okay, so there it is. And I think that's probably a pretty good color match. I'm actually going to do this other one right up next to it, because this is interesting to see, you know, the light neutral for one versus the light neutral, basically light neutral for the other. So they're not the same. And also, here's the lighter one here. This is the Tarte one. And you see this one has a little bit more color to it, and this one may be better for me. The other thing I noticed about the Tarte is it sort of, I think even though it went on and it was fairly moist, I just felt like it looked dry on me, and I also felt like it sort of accentuated my pores, whereas these moisturizers like this don't do that. So of the two, you know, but I still thought it would be good just to have a small one of these. And I like to, you know, for when you're on the run, just have something to throw in the purse. So there's the two of them. Okay. So again, still this one, even though you think this is a little bit yellow, it's really not coming across like that. And overall, it's really just a lot better than this one here. So, okay, well, you never know until you try them sometimes. Okay, so the last item I got, and this was with points, and this is the Aceology Treatment Mask. And I do like their mask. I prefer the kind of masks that are, you know, they're cream, and then you let them sit for a little bit, and then you take them off. I don't like the sheet mask as much. So the tube is a little bit, like somehow a little bit smushed. I don't know how that could happen when it's in a box like this, but it managed to happen. This is detoxifying. And gosh, these things are typically sort of expensive too. I don't remember the exact price of it, but these things are, this is a Korean brand, by the way. These things are typically, I think it could be over $60. I'm not sure, but they're typically expensive. So it's a supercharged health retreat for congested skin designed with next-gen Korean technology to support a miracle blend of ingredients. It's a peel-off mask. I like peel-off masks. Some people don't, but I do. Okay, it draws out impurities, and it boosts elasticity and smooths bumps while nourishing. This sounds pretty good and regenerating your skin. So this really did sound like something I'd like. Probably going to use this tonight. I'm excited about that. Okay, so that's everything I got. I'm pretty happy with everything. I think they did a good job. I just have the glam bags that are on their way, and then hopefully Ice Cream Beauty will be here next week sometime, and that'll be it for the month. So to recap, like what I got versus what I paid, so $46 is what I paid for the box with the 5 items and the boost. And so that value was $225. Now on the add-ons, I mean, they did all come this time. And by the way, one of the reasons I got a few more add-ons is because last month there was a fiasco with one of my Boxycharm by Ipsy boxes that actually it never came. And it was supposedly shipped on August 15th. It never, ever came. It never moved any further. They did some replacements, but they basically had to refund pretty much most of the add-ons I had then. So, you know, I never know what's going to happen. So, you know, I looked at the add-ons, and I don't like to go into the store, either Ulta or Sephora. It's too overwhelming. So I like, when I see these things, I sort of study these things, and it sort of narrows it down for me. So I don't go and get things other than typically through Ipsy, the Boxycharm by Ipsy, and then Ice Cream, and, you know, the one for Allure. But besides that, you know, this is my favorite one. Either the Icon or the Boxycharm by Ipsy. So I'm going to have, this is where I'm going to get what I'm going to get. And I don't really buy a lot of clothes anymore. You just don't, as you get older, you know, sort of get the ones that you like. So this is sort of what I like to do. And so I'm happy with everything. I think they did a great job. Hopefully they can get some consistency going. And the add-ons, the value of those add-ons, and I think I included $350 for each of these, was $350 worth of add-ons. And I got some really super nice products here, so I'm happy with it. Okay, well, that's everything for now. Thank you for stopping by, and have a great day.